What's up, YouTube? Back with another reaction. Everything in the description below. Let me know what y'all want me to react to in the next video. Let's get into this one. But come fuck on, bruh.
I'm 41.
Are you kidding me? You just
40,
turned
who?
13 and he's 41. That is a pedophile.
Oh, I'm sure they freaking all had sex. Guaranteed.
How old's your friend?
Man, hold the fuck on, bruh. This is the shit I be talking about, bruh.
That girl's not 18?
Who knows what the hell is on? I don't even want to know what's on that phone because I'm gonna want to go kill the son of a.
On July 5th, 2022, just after midnight, a New Mexico State Police sergeant noticed a silver truck crossing multiple lanes at once without signaling. As he pulls the driver over and approached the vehicle, little did he know that he was about to uncover a dark and twisted case. This report is based on police records, and while the initial traffic stop footage went viral in 2023, Iwu has uncovered more horrifying footage that explains the full extent of this disturbing case.
Who are these kids to you?
This is my friend.
That's your friend?
Yeah.
How old's your friend?
18.
That girl's not 18. Trust me. She don't look 18.
That
Ma'am, how
nigga
old are
said
you?
18.
I didn't ask you your name. I asked you how old you were. Jeremy, turn the car off and come back here and talk to me.
All right.
As Jeremy steps out of the truck, the sergeant makes an alarming observation.
Why's your zipper, your buttons down on your crotch?
Well, I probably just forgot. I'll button my zipper.
Yeah, please button your zipper.
Yeah. I mean, I had.
Man, this the shit I be fucking talking about, you fucking creepy ass bitches. Like, y'all be over creeped out. Like, shit like this, you need to be shot, execution. No, never mind.
Take like a piss
Can't
and
say that on here. I'm a fuck old. Never mind.
While Jeremy's
yeah.
forgetting to button his jeans could be due
But
to
what
the
that
reason
shit
he
called?
described.
Fuck.
Later discoveries would
That
put
shit
this
called
moment.
the motherfucking when you about to get not the electric chair, but the firing, like when they shooting at you, that old school style type of motherfucking
To a
shit.
horrifying new context.
Execution.
I haven't been drinking.
I ain't asked you what you
Can you
drinking,
explain why you smell
bitch.
from your breath every time you breathe?
It be dirty shit like this, y'all.
Can you talk to me?
We only need 2 minutes in, I'm already pissed off.
What is that?
All those people in the car, who are they?
They're just my friends. I mean,
Do you normally hang out with people who are young?
not.
How old are you?
I'm 41.
41? Okay, hang tight right there, okay?
The sergeant returns to Jeremy's truck to get the children's information. Meanwhile, the other officer begins asking Jeremy more questions.
Go and take your hand out of your pocket, bro.
The
All right.
children.
I'm gonna pat you down real quick, okay, bro? Just for weapons.
The officer discovers a knife in Jeremy's pocket and places it out of his reach.
So all these people who were coming from your house?
Like I said, right
No,
now,
we went to go pick somebody up. That
Why? Because I don't know who you guys are.
What was your original location before you drove to this spot right here?
that was my house.
So your house. So you're coming from your house, you're going to go pick someone up. Where's that person at?
They
You don't
They
need
weren't-
know, you lied,
they weren't
bitch.
Oh, okay. So now where were you guys headed?
headed back to the house.
At this point, the officer has little doubt that Jeremy is too intoxicated to drive, so he asks him to complete some sobriety tests. Before the test
Man,
can
fuck
begin,
all them
the officer
sobriety
must ask
tests.
Jeremy some
Nigga,
questions, but
beat
nothing
his
to prepare
ass.
him for his bizarre responses.
Fuck
Do
them
you got any,
beat
traumatic
his
brain
ass.
injuries?
Fuck all the sobriety test shit. Beat his
Possibly.
ass.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe.
Why do you say possibly? It'd be a yes or a no.
How would you?
It's damn near new rule. Fuck, if you run to a child predator, you catch a child predator, beat his ass.
know such things?
Automatically
Yeah,
beat
the
his
doctor will tell
ass and beat him bad.
Do you got any problems walking, turning, or balancing?
Possibly.
Back at Jeremy's truck, the sergeant asks the children some basic questions, but they don't make this
What?
process easy.
How old are you? And don't lie to me. I mean, like, I'm not gonna play the game where you lie. I know that you're not 18. Okay. So if you want to have attitude, you in the front. Okay. We go about it another way.
The two female children still inside the truck are twin sisters. What the sergeant doesn't know is they have a disturbing connection with Jeremy. Meanwhile, the other officer asks Jeremy to do more tests, and he performs poorly on each of the physical assessments, leading the officer to conduct some alternative cognitive tests.
I'm going to have you recite the alphabet going forward from the letter H to the letter S. I want you to do that without singing the alphabet, okay?
Fuck, I don't even think I could do that one.
Do you got any questions with that?
Fuck on H. Fuck, I'm after H.
Okay.
I don't need
So
H.
you want me to
I
the letter
ain't, that ain't me.
H
Yes.
to the letter S?
Yes.
Can you just give me an example?
H-I-J-K-L-M-N-O-P-Q-R-S.
I'm not gonna give you an example.
Since Jeremy didn't pass a single test without heavy assistance, the officers placed him under arrest. He was charged with 6 counts of felony child abuse, 2 driving offenses, and 2 alcohol-related offenses.
Felony
But
child
this is
abuse.
only the beginning of an incredibly dark and twisted investigation. Later that morning, 911 operators received a call from the grandmother of the twin girls who were in Jeremy's truck hours earlier. The twins revealed a secret so horrifying, it made their grandmother's blood run cold.
I need to make a report about sex crimes against kids. My 13-year-old granddaughter has been seeing a 41-year-old.
To protect the identity of the victim, we'll be referring to her as Jane.
That's
We
her
need to-
boyfriend. And then my other twin granddaughter says, well, he's old enough to buy
That's her fucking boyfriend. Get the fuck out of here.
alcohol. And then my other granddaughter's all, well, he's going to take care of me. Are you f***ing kidding me? You just turned 13 and he's 41. That is
Beat him. Beat him. Beat him. He needs to be beat automatically. He beat him. He need to come to the police, to the jail with swollen eyes, busted lips, and everything. Beat him. Fuck is he?
pedophile.
The 911
Why?
operator
This is
quickly
a little
dispatches an
girl. She
officer
just
to Rhonda's
turned
home to gather
13.
information on the accusations.
Fuck you. You
From
can't
the
even
moment
do
their
nothing with
conversation
her, bruh.
begins, Rhonda is
Fuck.
understandably upset.
I want to get him as a pedophile.
Yeah. Okay. And
Oh, nasty bitch.
who is
What the
he
fuck?
to them?
Cut. She met him off freaking Snapchat or Instagram.
See?
Yeah.
Old creepy bitches and shit. Nah, you old creepy niggas like this, bro. You niggas need to be executed, expeditiously.
I wanna
Whatever
kill
the
the
fuck
son
you
of a-
said that dumb shit.
Okay.
I
And
feel you.
what did they say? They say that
I'm gonna get
both
it.
of them are
No, just one.
just one.
Yep.
Okay.
Somehow, even though Jeremy was behind bars, he managed to borrow a guard's cell phone and contact one of the girls. One of them asked Jeremy to pick her up, only for him to ask how he was supposed to do that from jail. In another message, he asked
This little, that's how you know a little girl asks you to pick her up, bitch. I'm in jail. How the fuck? See, you don't be like. Why
for
are you?
money.
And I don't know if she had sex with him last night, but I know that that is her boyfriend. That she freaking takes off at 1 in the morning, 12 in the morning, 8.
Then why the fuck is you even let her do this shit, Grandma? She live with you, so why the fuck is this shit you in allowing this shit? Fuck out of here. You know what the fuck going on.
O'clock at night. God, there's so many. And I tell them, I'm like, do you honestly think a grown man is going to take care of you? Like, they're pedophiles, you idiot.
Rhonda explains that her granddaughters, Jane and Jalen, and their 2 brothers are in the custody of their great-grandfather, Ron Campbell. The children's father had passed away earlier, and their mother lost custody of them due to her incarceration. The twins have a history of behavioral issues, including running away from home frequently. Rhonda believes they'd been with Jeremy during these times.
That don't get no
Okay, if there's
old
one AI site
bitch.
builder you need to meet, it's this dope tech from Wix.
No. That don't get
Leave
no
it on
old
Snapchat.
bitch permission
I'm
to
sure it's
talk to
Snapchat
little
is
girls.
what I'm
Give a
assuming.
fuck.
Media.
Give a
Yes.
fuck. Little fucking pedophile. You
They've
preying on
been
these little kids.
together for a year.
Yep.
The officer steers the conversation back to what happened earlier that morning.
They went back to his place
Mm-hmm.
and
Some apartment. So I'm sure they freaking all had sex. Guaranteed. And the guy was drunk.
said you had pictures
Oh.
on.
No, I
took their
have
phone?
the cell phones.
Okay.
So I just need to, they're Apple phones, So I need to get into them. Yeah, they're locked.
How do you know there's pictures?
Because they send new all the time.
Have you seen them, or how do you know they're sending pictures?
Yes, I have seen pictures before. So who knows?
Like, what in the... Oh, my fucking God, y'all. Tell y'all, these motherfuckers be preying on y'all females, bro.
What the hell is on? I don't even want to know what's on that phone because I'm going to want to go kill the son of a...
Since Jeremy is currently in jail, the police must urgently collect as much information as possible while he's being held. If he's released and finds out about the investigation, he could destroy any evidence connecting him to the victim. Rhonda requests the police obtain a search warrant for Jeremy's home multiple times.
I know that there's more, and so I guarantee it. So just listen to me and get search warrants for frickin' everything.
Later, the children's great-grandmother, Mary Campbell, makes a call to the police to report that the twins told her about how the children ended up in Jeremy's car that night.
When they left the house on the 4th, they were just going to go up because Jalen is on house arrest. They asked if they could just walk around the block or walk up the block, and we had let them have one of their girlfriends over, and the girlfriend had 3 guys that wanted to come too. So we had 6 kids here for fireworks. So they walked around the block, and that's when evidently Jalen called this man and asked him to come get him. Well, he loaded all 6 of those kids in the car, and they went evidently to his apartment.
Mary had asked the girls questions, and their unsettling answers further implicated Jeremy for child endangerment.
I said, "Sis, did y'all drink?" And she said, "Yeah, he gave us all alcohol. We all had shots."
After gathering as much background information as possible, detectives ask Jane to come in for a forensic interview. To ensure she's comfortable, Rhonda also sits in on the interview.
Is there anything between yourself and Jeremy that's on your phone? Whether it be text messages, videos, pictures?
For me and him to contact each other, we're just text.
Just text, okay.
On Snapchat.
And he would text me on Instagram.
Okay.
But I
what could you doing texting a
41-year-old
man on Snapchat?
When Jeremy contacted the girls from a jail guard's phone, they tried to call him, but he wouldn't answer. He asked them to pray for him and mentioned seeing them again once he's released. However, Rhonda then took over the message to taunt Jeremy, telling him to eat a honey bun. The messages stopped coming in when Jeremy was informed that police were investigating the case.
Do you remember whether or not if he had sent you any videos or pictures to your phone?
He sent a picture of me to my phone.
Okay.
Off of his account on Instagram.
Okay, can you tell me about that picture?
He did, after he did to me, it was just, a picture after.
Was there clothes on or no clothes?
No clothes.
Okay.
Did he send that to you, or did he just show you?
He sent that to me.
Okay.
But he didn't send the video that he took.
Tell me about a video.
Jane goes on to describe how Jeremy sexually assaulted her and made a video and took a photograph of it. Jane can't bring herself to describe to the detective what was happening in the video, so he offers her a pen and paper to write the distressing information down instead.
The picture that he had sent you, was it a picture from that situation that night?
Not from the DWI night. That was a different night.
Okay, I'm sorry. But the night that with
I ain't even gonna say it, bro, but
you wrote down was the picture of that situation.
The shit I be wanting to say, bro, y'all go, bro.
At the end of Jane's interview, she provides the detective with the names of Jeremy's social media accounts. Immediately after, the detective interviews Rhonda alone. He begins by asking what her granddaughters allegedly told her about what happened. Incredibly, Rhonda is about to reveal that her granddaughter...
She didn't seem like... I mean, I know he took a vet, no, don't get me misconstrued, but her tone,
It was not Jeremy's only
cool
victim,
with this shit.
and
That
the
shit
other
ain't
victim's
cool,
story is equally appalling. However, we haven't been able to verify any of these statements.
There was another girl, her mom has no idea that he sexually assaulted her at a hotel. He would park on dirt roads to have sex with her. I have a feeling this is the tip of the iceberg.
Unexpectedly, Jalen has a different opinion about Jeremy despite what he did to her sister.
He's a nice guy, don't press charges against him. What the hell? And I was like, why is she sticking up for him? And then she wanted her phone so bad. And I was like, there's something that my gut is telling me there is something on the phone. There's something more to this crap. Went in there, tried to get the phone, and she fought us like crazy. We got the phone. The crap that was on that phone, I just about fell over.
Although the police had Jalen's phone, they were unable to unlock it to access the data. Without this phone, they'd have no physical evidence of the text between Jeremy and the victims. When the detectives asked for Jane and Rhonda's assistance, the pair crafted a plan to get Jalen's password.
Yo, I got your phone. What's your password so I can go delete it? What's your password to your phone so I can go?
Then you back door. Fuck him. We need all the shit. We need it all. Fuck the bitch.
Your phone password.
They need to get his ass took.
Because I'm deleting your thing. What do you mean you're deleting everything? Do not delete my Snapchat.
Alarmingly, both victims created explicit content on their phones, but it's unknown whether Jalen ever sent any of those to Jeremy. While both girls deleted most of the explicit content from their phones, the police were able to recover several months' worth of data. Rhonda relayed several graphic messages to the detective, clearly repulsed by what she'd read.
I took the phone because I knew there were on there, and I just had that instinct.
Yeah.
But I had no idea what was going to be on that phone.
According to the police report, Jeremy sent Jalen dozens of disturbing messages where he propositions her, even after she clearly stated her disinterest, despite knowing
he need to be, I told y'all, put under the fucking jail, and we go fire range his ass. You stand there, we just take you out one by one, bitch.
It's a minor.
Sick and
Jeremy
foul,
offers her a
nasty,
drink,
overly
but
done.
she
You don't do shit
refuses,
like this.
stating that she doesn't want to be addicted to drinking again. In other instances, he repeatedly expressed his love for her, threatened to beat up any boys who flirted with her, and invited her to drink alcohol with him, among other things. Tragically, this was only scratching the surface, as there was one more monumental secret that Jane had hidden from Rhonda. Shockingly, Jane had also become pregnant at 12 with Jeremy's child.
It started off
Pregnant? Bitch, you done got this 12-year-old pregnant? Oh, no.
That she was had a miscarriage. She was pregnant.
Her fucking body can't handle that.
I didn't know that he was in his 40s. She called my daughter Presley, her aunt, and said she thought she was having a miscarriage. It came out. She sent my daughter the picture of the fetus. That was Jeremy's baby. She flushed it down the toilet, and she said she gave herself a miscarriage.
And as far as that pregnancy, is there any paperwork from the hospital?
Nope, nothing at all.
Frightfully, the detective learns there's a chance that pregnancy was not the only one.
Last time she had sex with him was about 3 weeks ago. She thinks she could be pregnant again.
Bro,
I bought her
what
3
in the
pregnancy
fuck?
tests. 2 were negative, 1 might be positive. He used no protection.
According to the police report, when Jane's Aunt Presley was interviewed by the detective, she shared that Jane told her the father was a white boy from school. According to Rhonda, neither Jane's mother nor the aunt ever took Jane to the hospital to receive medical care following her miscarriage. While at first Jane told Rhonda that no one else...
It's like they didn't even fucking care. Like, what the fuck, y'all? The parents don't fucking care nothing for real, man.
Was aware of the pregnancy.
Fuck
She
is
later
going on
revealed
here?
this was untrue. Jane had told Jeremy, and his reaction was utterly disconcerting.
There are messages that he wanted a little girl and he was happy she was pregnant. So you will find that on his phone because he doesn't really.
With Jane's testimony and the evidence from her and Jalen's cell phones, the police were able to arrest Jeremy again after he was released from jail for his DWI charge. He declined to answer any questions from the police and asked for a lawyer. In December 2023, Jeremy was convicted of criminal sexual penetration of a child under the age of 13 and contributing to the delinquency of a minor. On August 5th, 2024, he was sentenced to 36 years in prison and
he
will
need
be
100 of
required
them
to register
bitches.
as a sex offender upon his release.
He need 100 of them bitches. 36 ain't enough. But like, watch who y'all be around. These little predators and shit that be preying on you female. Y'all gotta watch. But like I said, we out of this bitch.